Hello, and in this short video, I want to address the ecological platform of the Party for Socialism and Liberation. During the 2024 United States presidential electoral cycle, the Party for Socialism and Liberation is running Claudia De la Cruz and Karina Garcia for President and Vice President of the United States, respectively. And the theme for their campaign in 2024 is End Capitalism Before It Ends Us. End capitalism before it ends us. And by before it ends us, they mean the danger of nuclear war and also the deleterious effect of climate change, right? 2023, the summer of 2023 was a record in terms of heat. So, and it is expected that the summer of 2024 will also be the same. The hottest summers on record have happened since 2008. So this is what the Party for Socialism and Liberation has to say about the ecology. And it is called, this part of their platform is called Save the Planet from Capitalism. Quote, to deal with the disastrous effects of the climate crisis, society must urgently transform the way we produce energy, grow food, and move around the world. The main obstacle standing in our way is private profit and the system that values quarterly revenue over the survival of human civilization. We can only take action at the scale and speed necessary to save the planet if the unplanned capitalist economic system is replaced by socialist economic planning. End quote. Fossil fuel corporations should immediately be taken over by the public and repurposed to generate renewable energy. Capitalist agriculture is enormously wasteful, especially when it comes to water resources. The vast land holdings and technological resources available to the agribusiness corporations would be seized and turned over to farmers, who would implement a democratically determined plan to reorganize food production on a sustainable basis. Public transportation will be massively expanded with a fleet consisting entirely of electric vehicles, and the huge scale of this undertaking will ensure that no auto worker will lose their job. Massive infrastructure projects need to begin immediately to make society more resilient to the changing climate while creating millions of good paying jobs. End quote. So that is the ecology platform of the Party for Socialism and Liberation in 2024. And I want to make a couple of comments here. Okay. I want to just clarify that when Marxists talk about socialist economic planning, Marxists do not mean necessarily the system that existed in the Soviet Union, Gosplan, which was basically a bureaucratic command system based on imposing quotas on workers. And that is not the way socialist planning works. Okay, the way the political economy of socialism is organized is very simple. It is the social organization of labor and the technical organization of production in context of a voluntary association of cooperative and collective groups. Okay, that is how socialist planning works. And it means that it is all premised on the fact that workers will control the means of production. And when Marxists mean social ownership of the means of production, they mean workers' control of the means of production. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify those things about what socialist planning really means. Just to make things clear, I don't think the Party for Socialism and Liberation is endorsing the restoration of Gosplan or something like that, which is a system that clearly didn't work, especially in agriculture. It was a total disaster. I mean, the system of, I mean, in theory, collective farms and state farms should have worked, but the problem is that system was managed by bureaucratic command, and the farm workers did not have any input, or the collective workers had no input into how to plan for production. They were simply told, they were given arbitrary quotas and told to meet them, and they weren't given the resources to do it. I mean, it was a complete disaster. That's why Soviet agriculture was a dismal failure. And again, I want to repeat myself, because I want to make this very clear. Socialist planning from the perspective of Marxism means social organization of labor, technical organization of production, contextualized by the voluntary association of cooperative and collective groups. And that is implicitly democratic, because the workers who are in control of the means of production and land are the ones who are going to be making the production decisions. And when socialists and Marxists now in the 21st century speak of sustainable agriculture, they mean organic multi-crop agriculture that primarily is there to satisfy local needs, and then the surplus is exported or traded. That is what Marxists mean by socialist agriculture would work. Okay, so I just wanted to make those two clarifications, just to make sure that people are not going away with the impression that the Party of Socialism and Liberation is trying to restore, the failures of the Gosplan model, or the failures of the type of forced collectivization that existed in the Soviet Union. That is not what the Party of Socialism and Liberation is advocating. Okay? Bye.